Welcome, everyone. Everybody okay? I mean, you guys are like dead-eyed. I was just like, what? How you all doing then out there in FCN land? I am the Revolution, and thank you for joining us tonight for our continuation of 12 Days of Christmas list. Tonight, we are doing the top 10 80s gift of all time. And people may say, they go, wait, Ravo, why out of every decade, or why would you choose the 80s to base the greatest Christmas gift? Well, I'm going to tell you. What's your favorite toy line? Is it Transformers? Possibly He-Man. Maybe Rainbow Bright? Care Bears? Cabbage Patch Kids? Well, all of your favorite toy lines that exploded during the 1980s should all be thanked for one person and one person only. After 1977's success of Star Wars, George Lucas single-handedly birthed all of your favorite toy property lines. He did. He did. And you go, Charlie Tango has a look on his face. How? How, I say? Well, I'm going to explain it to you. With his success, he didn't really think that he was going to do well with the film, neither did Fox. So in lieu of salary, upfront money, he took all the merchandising. So he had a thought and said, hey, I'm going to hit these guys up with posters, lunch boxes. Actually, I'm going to do it all. When kids come out of this movie, all they're going to think about is Star Wars, and they're going to run right into my arms, right? So there were several toy companies that literally turned Lucas down because they watched the films like, we're not interested. It's a toy company called, no joke, I think it's called Mego. And they turned them down. They were actually one of the bigger companies at the time. They turned them down. Several other people turned them down, and they ended up landing at Kenner Toy, a division of General Mills cereal. Are you guys paying attention to that? Mm-hmm. Think about that. Sugary cereals
and toys
and action figures. Hand in hand. Nothing was ever the same again after that. Right? So what happened was Kenner was not ready at all with the success of Star Wars. They had no toys ready for the holiday season. So you know what they did? They actually shipped out a box with basically like an IOU saying it was an empty box. And they said, you guys are going to be the first ones to get the action figures when they come out, right? Wow. And they had an actual little collector stand for your figures, right? So everybody's like, what? And everybody laughed again at this marketing strategy, right? But when the toys came out, 1978 changed the game forever. Kenner went on to make $100 million in the first year alone in 78, moving right into the next sequel, Empire Strikes Back, where the rest is history. So after that, when we move into the 80s, every single toy line and property holder out there was like, oh my God, what? They had that success. We need it too. So think about it. For anyone that doesn't know this, and you guys may not, I know a couple of you guys may. Do you know that Marvel partnered with Hasbro for Transformers and G.I. Joe? You want to know why? Because they didn't have any writers. They needed to make an action figure line. They needed to make a damn TV show. It's like, well, we can't make a movie, so we'll do the next best thing. We'll make a TV show. And they were all 30-minute commercials, for God's sakes, you know. But it worked. He-Man, Transformers, GoBots, My Little Pony, all of them were birthed because George Lucas' success with Kenner Toys in 1977. Wow. So, that brings us to the explosion. Like, these toys existed. Like, we were talking. What were some of the toys that you were saying? Someone said Stretch Armstrong. Someone said G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe, don't quote me on this. I know other stuff in my timeline. But G.I. Joe started in the late 50s, early 60s, right? But it exploded in the 80s.
Yeah.
And think about it, G.I. Joe used to be like a
Barbie doll.
like a Barbie doll, 12-inch, and it shrank down to the 3.75 scale that was popular with whom? Star Wars.
Yeah.
Everyone was literally trying to recreate that hype and excitement. So you have to thank George Lucas. All the hype came from Star Wars. And that is the reason why the 80s birthed arguably the greatest generation in toys. None before or none after has ever been as big as the 80s. Ever. So, with that being said, I'd like to introduce our panel for tonight's discussion about what is the greatest gift from the 80s. With me to my immediate right is Charlie. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Joining me to my immediate right is Charlie Tango. How you doing, sir?
I can't complain. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. Favorite gift from the 80s? Favorite?
My favorite toy consistently throughout the 80s was G.I. Joe, hands down.
Hands down, G.I. Joe. To his immediate... You're right. You're right. It would be H-Dubs of FCN. How you doing, ma'am?
I'm wonderful.
You're wonderful?
I am.
Okay, tell me about your favorite gift.
Well,
if you have to pick one.
to bring it with me.
Uh-oh, let's see. Oh, the cabbage. What am I? Cabbage patch. You look like one. you look like this one that grew up.
I don't think
Switch that birth. What? That is twinning.
Yes.
Cabbage patches. Now, let me ask you this question really quickly. Are these vintage?
These are from my personal collection, yes.
These are from your personal collection?
The Heather Ray Walker personal toy collection,
Okay.
yes.
So, wait a minute now. Did you purchase these yourself? Or?
No, this was from Santa, 1983.
Okay.
I think this was from Santa, 1984. I think this may have been the year, like, everybody and their mom and their dog got Cabbage Patch dolls.
Yeah.
I got the ethnic doll, and my sister got the boy doll. And if you know us now, that makes sense.
I'm not going to touch that.
So anyway.
Okay, so Santa came to a predominantly white farming community?
I lived in Oklahoma when I got...
Oh, you live in... like that's any different?
This was the big city girl doll.
Oklahoma in the 80s was...
This was the...
Steers and big city queer.
No, we were our apartment complex was very diverse.
Very diverse?
Absolutely.
Okay, who'd you have in there? Some engines? What'd you have?
My best friend's name was Tamika.
So, what are you implying?
She was a black girl.
She was a colored girl.
I did not say that. I don't...
Ethnic.
She was
my ethnic friend.
your ethnic friend. Thank
I have
you.
more than one ethnic friend.
You have one?
I did, yeah.
Oh, good for you. And you obviously had the doll.
Absolutely.
Thank you. To my immediate left, Miss Angel, how are you?
I'm well, thank you.
So, same question. Favorite toy, figure, game, what did you have from that era that you really, really loved?
I had a Susie Scribbles doll.
Susie Scribbles. I have not heard that name in 10, 15. Yeah, somewhere around then.
Susie Scribbles was a doll that just sat there, but her arm was automatic, and she just scribbled on a piece of paper. It was really lame, but I begged for it, and I got it.
And you got it. Sweet. Good-looking Black Santa. To her immediate left, the Wilsonian. How you doing, sir? This is a hat trick for you?
It is.
This is how many shows you've done in a row now?
This is the third show in a row.
This is the third show. Man, that's some...
And the second one was an Iron Man match.
Yeah, that was an Iron Man match last night.
See last night. Last night was epic.
That was epic.
It was glorious.
Glorious. Please don't listen. I had the morning of all mornings because of that drink. We're not going to talk about that. So, what was your favorite gift of the 80s?
Mine would have to be, I had to wait till the end of the 80s for that one, but it was the Game Boy.
The Game Boy.
Yeah, and there's a little story behind that. I got the Game Boy on Christmas.
Yeah.
Started playing with my brother, and my dad borrowed it.
Okay.
So we're out there playing all day and stuff like that. End of the night, we're about to go to bed. My dad pulls me aside. He's like, well, let me talk to you for a second, which never sounds good. he ran the batteries down.
Oh.
And had to get me new batteries the next day.
Oh, not the next day.
He ran the batteries down.
What game was he playing?
Tetris.
Tetris. That was the first game.
Yes.
Tetris.
The game.
Paperboy.
Paperboy was
hard.
It's still my shit.
Paperboy was good playing.
Yes.
On the actual NES or on Game Boy. That was good
or
playing.
Or at the arcade.
You played it at the arcade, Jaco? No. Okay, but it was there.
Actually, I'm sorry. I did, and I sucked. I played it once and quit.
And you quit. That's fine. That's okay. That sounds about right. You guys out there, everyone out there in the FCN universe, please tell us what was your favorite gift from the 1980s, something that persevered and remained a big part of your life moving forward. Let us know in the comments below if you're watching us on Periscope, Facebook. Are we on YouTube right now? No, I think we were naughty. We were naughty.
We'll be on YouTube in an hour.
We'll be on YouTube in an hour. But nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching us somewhere live, tell us. Yeah. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you're into. So
I know. Tell us what you did to be.
We were naughty. I mean, anything that I'm affiliated with.
That is true.
We have a comment from Martha Marquin.
Okay.
She says PJ Sparkles.
PJ Sparkles.
I don't know what that is.
I remember the name.
J-Co says Transformers and G.I. Joe and He-Man. Wait, PJ Sparkles. Who knows about PJ Sparkles?
I gotta look it
Look up PJ Sparkles.
PJ, I remember the name.
Right.
But do I remember what it is?
No. Okay. So besides action figures, what else is memorable from the 1980s? Like, what else do you guys really remember coming away with playing
My
with
wife
stuff?
made the cut. PJ Sparkles is a 1992 animated television special.
Okay, but
Jim.
The toy actually came out in 1988.
Boom. PJ Sparkles came out in 1988. She made it. Clutch.
Yes,
Clutch.
Yeah, see what this looks like.
Yeah, I need to know. You said
Jim.
Jim.
As soon as she said PJ Sparkles, I thought about Jim.
Jim. Who knows it? Sing it right now. Who knows it?
Nope.
Who knows it?
She's totally outrageous, but I'm not.
Jim.
Jim is excitement.
Ooh, Jim.
Jim is adventure.
Ooh,
Wow.
Jim.
Something that glitters.
Jim is truly outrageous. Truly outrageous. Whoa, Jim is truly outrageous. Jim is my name. No one else is the same. Jim is my name. We are the Misfits. Our songs are better. We are the Misfits. The Misfits. We're gonna get her.
Who do we pay our royalties to?
Pay for that. You have to pay for that.
Royalties to?
Nobody. Try me. Run up on Jim.
Track that.
No.
Now, did you have a Jim doll?
No, I did not.
Anyone? Did you have a Jim doll? Now, do you know about Jim dolls? What was really exciting about Jim dolls?
Dana had one.
The earrings, but no. That was something for girls. Jim was much different than Barbie because Barbie had synthetic hair and Jim had real hair. So you could curl.
I did not know.
Yes. Yep. Little Asian
scalping?
girls. I mean, the same people that y'all scalping.
First of all,
So this is crazy.
I scalped
I'm not
nobody.
saying you, sweetie. I'm saying you as in your peoples.
Your ethnicity.
Your group.
Ooh.
Snatch.
So you got some comments.
Yeah.
Surprise.
Dion Sims says Nintendo system with the power pad.
Power pad.
Gun for Duck Hunt.
Yes.
Power pad.
Oh, yes.
Chantel Sam says Jim and the Holograms hated the Misfits.
No.
No.
The Misfits was everything. Chantel, excuse me, Queen Mother. I don't want to raise my voice at you, Queen Mother.
And Percy Nicole says
Niggas.
Thundercats.
That's my older brother. Yes. Listen, Thundercats. But I want to talk about Thundercats. Thundercats had a great show, but the toy line was the most stiff, unarticulated. They didn't move like the arms.
Yes.
They just had the switch.
Yeah.
It would have been so much better
they were
if
like
it had
knees
articulation.
Yeah.
Their arms
So-
bent.
Okay, maybe this for guys. I don't want to seem sexist because
I play with boy toys.
You play with boy toys?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Don't
So
try to egg me out.
I
of
didn't
the
want to,
conversation.
but I just wanted to make sure that I'm gonna get my foot out of mouth.
Toys
and shut
is
up.
toys.
Toys is no, they're not. So, because it's some toys, ain't got nothing to do with me. Ain't got nothing to do with me.
80s toys is 80s toys.
Stacy Wright says, "Nice Batman mug. Makes me think Jordan's there cutting up with you."
Oh,
Rest in peace.
I know,
Our
right?
man,
Yeah.
Jordan,
Big J, man.
always with us.
Always. That's my man. That's my homie. All right.
Yep.
So, the Thundercats, the toy line sucked. They looked great, but they didn't do anything. So what I want to ask is, how important was points of articulation
Very.
for you?
Absolutely.
Good.
Yeah.
That was a
When Barbie
big
could
thing.
bend its knee and I could sit Barbie down, it was everything.
Yes.
Because Barbie's
The best
knees
Barbie.
didn't bend all the time.
You know what I hated about Barbie's knees? Like, it was real rubbery, and you had to be like, if toys is toys, then I'm going to tell my truth, okay?
You played with Barbies, didn't you?
Yes, they were fun. You had Barbies, and listen, them hoes had cars, they had apartments, they had. My sister had the Barbie with the Pizza Hut. She owned the. My sister owned the. My sister had the Barbie that owned the
Barbie
Pizza
owned
Hut.
the Pizza Hut franchise?
Listen,
Barbie
Barbie is a
owned
billionaire.
everything.
Barbie is a billionaire.
Barbie
Okay.
is-
At one point,
I got
Barbie
the
owned
horse
Hugh
one
Hefner.
time.
Yes.
When I got the horse, it's over.
Oh my God,
Wait,
the
the
horse.
remote control horse that actually
First
moved?
of all, I didn't get the remote. We weren't
Okay.
we weren't that fancy.
Yeah, we weren't that tax bracket.
No, we
so.
got
Okay.
the one where you did this.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Barbie had them dope ones though. But the articulation in Barbie, the knee, and you like, come on, and then because she had, not only did she have the Pizza Hut, but she also had the beauty salon, and so I would like to watch them do their hair. Okay, you seen that you have something you want to say to us, sir?
I do.
Yes.
Is there such thing as too much articulation?
Yes.
Because I felt like G.I. Joe had 18 points of articulation, and it was just like you could, like He-Man was perfect. You had
No,
the knees,
no.
you had the arms.
He did not have knees and arms.
didn't?
No,
He
he
had
was
arms.
he was very
Who had the
stiff
knees and
too.
arms?
G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe.
had wrists and ankles too.
No,
No.
not at that point. And when they first started, they didn't have that many points of articulation.
okay.
They did, but at the time they were real bendy. Star Wars was awful. You want to talk about awful? Star Wars had no points of articulation. It was just a plastic mold.
Like those plastic
Yes.
soldier guys.
And then Voltron followed suit, and they made the same stiff dudes, and all they did was, only thing you could do was sit them in something. That was all you could do was
But
Star
you know
Wars
what I
toys.
noticed, looking back on it, you know,
Yeah.
over the past couple weeks, is the lesser known toys usually had the better articulation. Spiral Zone,
Yes.
had like 300 points of articulation.
Yes. Talk to me about Spiral
The
Zone.
Insectors,
Oh,
the
the
Insectors,
Insectors, yeah.
they had ball joint hips, which was
Yeah.
a real big thing when that came out.
Okay, you want to swerve them around? You want them to, because them articulated hips, honey. They
Like, how else is you gonna get them on them giant toys?
just like this, honey. You just, they could do the
That was the
Beyonce. They could do the single ladies. If I had them now, I'd make them do the single ladies. Somebody out there send Raybo the Insectoids so I can make them do the single ladies. All the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single ladies. And put your hands up.
Right. So moving along.
Yeah, please.
Don't shame me and don't y'all silence. Don't y'all get silent and try to silence me with y'all silent shame. Okay? I am living in my truth right now. Okay? Toys is
And
toys.
We are too.
Toys is toys.
We just told you that. You just accepted that.
If my brother says one thing, tell Percy to shut his ass up. What do you got to say?
I didn't know you played with Barbies, bro.
See?
You know a lot about Barbies.
See? This is why I do not like family to see these broadcasts. I won't live this down.
Just block them.
I'm not blocking my big brother, man. He's fun. He's a good dude. So, yes, I played around, because you don't have, when you remember being at the big house and what shit to do at the big house, so sometimes it was like Barbies around. You had to-
So you were in the big house?
yeah, you had to be at the big house sometime, and it was nothing to do. So, you played with the Barbies. And you know what I did, though? I'm going to say this. Let me admit this. I'm not trying to cover it up with some toxic masculinity, but this is the truth, okay? One major thing that I did with the Barbies is she was always dating the little swole dudes with little man complexes, and it was He-Man. She was always dating He-Man, and I would always make He-Man and Barbie make out.
And that was always a hard sell.
It was a hard sell because they was like, I mean, he had a little man come. He was like a little Italian dude. He was just a Guido.
Think about it. He had money though.
He had
That's
money.
the only reason she was with him.
He was a prince.
Really.
Yeah.
But he was a beard.
He financed the Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But Barbie was his beard.
Startup money.
Because he is Prince Adam.
So,
Yes.
Karen Torrance says, G.I. Joe was my Barbie's boyfriend. She could not stand Ken.
Yeah, but you
Right.
know, but
G.I.
that's
Joe was more masculine for one.
But here's the thing, though.
And he
Ken
had
was
better
very
accessories.
But this is what y'all lose out on. Ken is actually Barbie's brother. They are not boyfriend and girlfriend. They are brother and sister.
That makes me
Game of
feel better.
Well, they were incesting
I
all the
did.
time when I was a
I'm from
kid.
West Virginia.
Some land.
No, they're from like Malibu. So listen, there is a huge misconception. Barbie and Ken were
Well,
not
a lot of
boyfriend and
incest
girlfriend.
happened in the 80s.
No,
though.
they come from.
Is that when Ken come out in the 80s?
No, like.
When did Ken come out?
60s?
Oh, absolutely. Ken's
Wait,
old.
did he come out or did he come
He was introduced.
Okay.
He was introduced to the life.
Okay, this
Introduced to the life.
Into the life.
You know
Okay.
what? I just want to make one comment about Barbie.
Yeah.
So my aunt's 5 years older than me,
Okay.
and she ruined Santa for me.
She ruined it. Okay. God
She
bless
ruined a
her.
lot of things for me, but she used to make my Barbies have sex. Like,
Oh, poor thing.
I didn't know what.
Not
they
her
were doing.
Barbies, your Barbies.
Well, because my mom used to babysit her after
Okay.
school, so like we were playing in my little like playroom thing.
Mhm.
And she's like making the Barbies all hump around and stuff. I have no idea what's going on. My mom opens the curtain and she's like, and my mother's real prim and proper. What are you doing? I got grounded for this hoe making my Barbies have sex. I'm 5. I don't know what's going on.
But I think it wouldn't surprise me to find that Barbie in the 80s had a lot to do with kids learning their sexuality. Because
Absolutely.
that's
true.
not a rarity.
I know.
That is not a rarity.
Absolutely.
I had the Baby Alive.
Baby Alive. Yes.
I had that, and I actually got sent the wrong one. I got sent the boy.
Mm.
So that's when I learned
About
really quick.
genitalia.
What
oh,
does
was
she
that
have?
was that the doll with the parts?
Yeah,
Because I had one. I had the boy.
yeah. I
You had
got
the boy.
sent the boy by mistake, and his name was Zion. Because
Okay.
I got a boy.
And
But
you
I
learned a lot.
learned about his little wee wee because couldn't send it back.
Couldn't send it back. Yeah, it wasn't Amazon.
No.
Yeah, you couldn't. It's not just they like F. I ain't coming to get that damn toy.
You got it, it's yours.
It's yours now.
Take it back to service merchandise.
Oh, service merchandise. Why are we going all the way back? Oh,
that brings,
from the 80s
that brings me
today.
to another good question.
yeah.
What was, I'm sure everybody should have the same answer, what was the hottest toy store in the 80s?
Everybody won't have the same answer because my favorite toy store, mine was KB Toys.
KB was a close
Also
second
Toys
for
R
me.
Us.
Everybody loved Toys R Us.
I'm
My
KB.
grandma let us circle in the magazine what we wanted from Toys R Us, and she just went and got it. So that was why.
But let me tell you why I say Toys R Us. Because the Toys R Us we had in Maryville in the 80s was the absolute mecca of toys.
Every
They
Toys R
had
Us.
entire sections of everything. I remember was it the Tyco racetracks?
Yeah,
With all the
yeah.
cars?
Yeah.
They had the most enormous collection of cars and tracks that I've ever seen, and that was my absolute fascination.
Okay, you bring up a great point. Cars, race cars. I literally, before we did this show and we were talking about it, I was big into RC cars and tracks. Like, where did those go? Like kids are not really having as much fun as we did.
Well, kids get bored with anything that's not electronic nowadays. So
But I think it's a lot like what happened with America's economy. There was such a huge divide that video games created where you have the basic model, find them at Walmart RC cars for the kids who are still interested in that kind of thing. And for the kids who can afford to be into that as a hobby, it went right up to the other end of the spectrum. And now if you want to get a good entry level, you're paying $260 for something you can keep more than a year.
And what is that? What is that device that you're talking about? Give me an idea.
I mean, I couldn't tell you why that divide was created, but it's
No,
like,
device. What is a device? That you put a name on the device, the $260 device.
Oh, I mean, RC cars, RC
Okay.
trucks,
Okay. all of that.
customizable and everything
Okay.
these days.
Okay. So So that was out there. So let me ask you guys a question. We're talking about these things, but what makes one of these gifts epic? What makes any one? I mean, you had the Rubik's Cube, you had Cabbage Patch Dolls, you had My Little Ponies. My Little Ponies had scents. You know what I mean? Not only did they have different colors and stuff, but they had scents. Strawberry Shortcake had scents. You had who said something about My Pet Monster? Had the breakaway chains, and he happened to be a dark blue, and he was in chains, and he had a tail, and he had a big nose and a nappy head. Wait a minute. Hold on. So was My Pet Monster really My Pet Nigger?
Seems so, sir.
Was that what they was trying to do?
Kind of.
Oh man! Damn!
Screw that toy.
Yeah, bump that. Okay, so what made one of those toys epic? Was it epic in the time?
Commercials.
The
toy commercials back then were so like, yeah, here's G.I. Joe, boom, blowing up stuff.
Do we have one of those toy commercials?
Yeah. Yes, we do.
Like,
you sound very unsure of yourself.
No, we definitely have it.
Run it. Let's see it.
Run it.
Let's see.
G.I.
Joe, the real American hero. G.I. Joe was there. G.I. Joe.
Like G.I. Joe had the greatest staging for their commercials.
Oh my God, that
greatest staging.
The greatest. I mean, they had. Look at that. Oh man, look at this dude. Look at this. Oh, look at that brother. He had a bazooka.
Yes.
Another white man with a beard gang.
Girl.
What was that?
That was Scarlet.
Yes.
Scarlet, I know them all.
Oh, this wasn't a good one.
This wasn't one of the good ones with the stage, and then Hasbro.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Are they going to show us?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
And this is what made you want to play with G.I. Joe.
This is what did you were like.
Drew you in.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Look at him. He's on a motorcycle, and look, he's popping a wheelie in the dirt.
I think I remember.
Oh my God! I remember this commercial.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, geez,
G.I. Joe was
so awesome. This is dope. This is dope, man. I'm sorry.
Awesome. Even the girls' commercials were awesome.
Even the girls' commercials were awesome. So they spent a shit ton of money on marketing.
Yeah.
Now you hardly see toy commercials unless it's around Christmas. You rarely see toy commercials.
Also, that was the birth, I think, of the Black Friday madness, like toy madness.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. So everybody here, do we all remember what type of hell it was to go and get a Cabbage Patch doll?
Distinctly. I remember where we went. I remember where we got ours from.
Tell me about it.
3 o'clock in the morning. No, we had to stay there until like 4 hours after they closed because Mom had ordered it, but the shipment came in late because they had to make so many stops. It was I forgot the name of the store, but it was in the Village.
Okay.
God, we were there until like 11 o'clock at night. We were tired. We were miserable. We didn't care about the damn dolls anymore. But and we were the last people in line. The store closed hours before, and Mom was not leaving that store without those 3 Cabbage Patch dolls.
That's crazy. And I remember seeing. Did you pull up a video of run that of adults punching the hoo-ha out of each other in order to make your children happy? But let's be real here.
There we go.
The Cabbage Patch doll is no different than the iPhone, the iPad. You buying status symbols so your children can go out and say that they have one. Yeah, you rarely see black people. Yeah, look at her. She was nasty looking.
What toy are they going after?
This is after the Cabbage Patches.
Yeah.
Cabbage Patch?
Look at them. This is Cabbage Patch.
Years later, I heard stories.
Oh, look at that brother getting beat up. Hey, man. Say, man. I just came to get my kids some batteries, man.
Really? You got 3.
Is that my dad?
You got 3.
Yeah, I think it is, bro.
Yep.
Play World.
No, if it was there, he wouldn't have been getting beat up.
No.
Man, look at this.
They didn't even see what type it was.
It didn't matter.
It didn't matter.
It didn't matter.
It did not matter. As long as you had one with that Xavier Roberts on the ass,
Xavier.
you were legit.
What?
Okay.
That's his name.
Yeah,
Xavier
I know.
Roberts.
So right now, we're seeing all of this frenzy. would you just knee jerk right now, where would you put the Cabbage Patch Dog? Knee jerk on this list.
1.
You would put Cabbage Patch number 1?
No lower than 2.
No lower than 2?
I would say no lower than 2.
Okay. Where would you put the Cabbage Patch?
I guess I was born in the mid-'80s. So.
Okay, we don't have to keep hearing about that.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, don't shame us.
I guess
Shut
I
your
put
mouth.
it about 2.
2?
Yeah.
I think when we first had this conversation, I was like, oh, Cabbage Patch. It's easy, Cabbage Patch. You know what I mean? Like they were fist fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fist fighting over a damn doll. Oh my goodness. Okay, so what else, if you had to argue for your favorite toy, your favorite thing, because I'm going to tell you something, another device that I loved back then, I loved the Light Bright.
Yes.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
The Light Bright was the Light Bright was the truth, bro. The absolute truth. I love having the actual pegs, the paper that you can make. The one for, and then the freestyle where you can kind of freestyle your own.
But
the freestyles never came out.
Me and Will had this great game that we used to do. We would go on the back of the G.I. Joe packages. Back in the 80s, they had all the pictures of the other G.I. Joes.
Yes.
We would cut them out and make like little mazes on the Light Bright that the G.I. Joes had to navigate. We'll pull
That's
pegs out
awesome.
for trapdoors and everything.
That's dope.
Yeah, we
Okay.
was living it with the Light Bright.
Okay, so y'all were creative then. So the
Yep.
Light Bright,
Yep.
the Light Bright. I still say that the 80s really saw.
I had to look at my list.
Let's go.
The Snoopy snow cone machine.
Oh,
My friend
was that an 80s
It
toy
was.
or was it a 70s?
No,
It was an
It was
80s.
80s.
The Snoopy snow cone was
Yes,
the 80s.
The only thing that
Damn.
takes me down on that is the fact that congratulations, you have a snow cone maker in December.
Yeah. Doesn't matter.
That was
In
true.
December.
But the greatest one, go ahead.
You can make them whatever you wanted.
That's true.
Yeah.
But how
the
long
best
did the
part.
hype last on those?
No, listen.
lasted
No,
months.
the
It
Snoopy
really
snow
lasted.
cone. What'd you say, Jacob?
My mom
They
got
lasted.
tired of making it.
They were.
Personally, my mom was like, "We putting the snow cone machine up."
Oh, no.
no.
'Cause we was
all
doing, it was
me.
all on
Yeah,
us.
It was all.
Yeah, see, your mama
My
was a
mom
good one.
Really controlled.
Nah, we was making them. But I want to say this, the other one, it's probably more evolved, big sibling, Easy Bake Oven.
Oh,
Yep.
I had one.
That was,
I
you never had one?
I had
Oh,
one
man.
at my grandma's house. I had to keep it there at my grandma's house, but I made everything that came in the packet because she didn't get any more packets. So after those packets ended, we baked nothing.
And we got one in our house right now.
I was literally making like stuff from the cake
You
mix
can only
at home.
make cakes because the original one was only this big of a slot.
Yeah.
So people can make like muffins now.
Yeah.
You could
That's
only do
what's
that
up.
one little cake.
But it started it all. It started there. The Easy Bake
It
Oven.
was basically a brownie.
It's a big brownie. Yeah. What you got on
Sounds good.
your cue card?
This Teddy Ruxpin.
Oh,
Game.
Teddy.
Down to the
Evil
video.
Teddy changed the game. I
did.
actually,
Teddy was creepy.
if anybody said, can you pass me my Mr. T doll?
Yep.
So this is my Mr. T doll right here. This is actually my remnant. Listen, I've had this since then. I loved Mr. T. He was everything. This fool
He
told
still is
everybody,
everything.
huh?
He still is everything.
He still is everything. This is a Mr. T doll, and I had the Cabbage Patch. Not the Cabbage Patch. I had Teddy
You
Ruxpin.
did?
I lost that Teddy Ruxpin in my divorce with the She Harpy. She's like Voldemort, she who shall not be named.
Harpy.
She Harpy. She can go somewhere. I wouldn't be surprised if she doesn't watch
She didn't earn
FCN on the low. I wouldn't be surprised.
Just to hate.
Oh, yeah.
Just like, But I literally lost Teddy Ruxpin in a divorce. Not making this up.
Wow.
I lost Teddy Ruxpin
Was
in a
it yours
divorce.
from a childhood?
I lost Teddy Ruxpin in a divorce. And you know what's funny? What's funny is y'all two look like y'all could be like cousins or something. You wasn't gonna say it? No? Okay.
I don't
So,
know.
ladies and gentlemen, huh?
We got a few comments.
Okay, let's hear them.
She Harpy 56 says.
So we have Dion Sims says Easy Bake Oven. Percy Nicholas says Operation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lisa Franklin says Tickle Me Elmo, but it's disqualified
It's
because
disqualified.
it came out in
Wow.
1996.
Yeah, that's the
Good try,
90s.
Elsie.
Almost, but not quite.
Yeah, not even close.
No.
On set Game Boy,
Game Boy.
Yeah, yeah.
Game Boy.
Mom Madness and Boy Talk.
Yeah.
What?
Girl
Mom
talk.
Madness and Girl Talk. Well, it was Boy Talk for me.
Okay.
What? Explain Boy Talk. I forgot.
That
Boy
was Girl Talk.
Girl Talk.
Basically, you try to guess who you're dating on the phone because you have this toy phone, and guys call you, and you try to guess from what he says. Like, I'm wearing a hat, and you have these cards of like people that are wearing hats. You try to guess who your date is.
This sounds like dumpster fire for you and me. We can't play this game.
Play this game.
It was fun. I mean,
This sounds like
and
like
then
a creep.
when you found out who it was and you guessed it, they would call and say, "I really like you." Yes.
This is so creepy.
This is the creepiest shit alive.
This,
I like the way.
I think we need a televised game now.
Yes.
I have Mom Madness.
I'm not wearing any pants.
Okay, he
Can
wasn't
you
that
guess
creepy.
who I am? He wasn't that creepy. You sure? And then
I
your
feel
dolls is
like-
over here finger popping each other.
Yeah, I'm pretty
And
sure
then
like
you getting hit on by grown men and toy games.
whoever I get in the game would be a total creeper.
Oh yes.
Hey, you want to see my dick?
So, Adrian, did you play that game after you got the real dog with the wiener?
Oh.
Yes, I did.
Is that your next evolution?
Yes,
Oh.
I did play that after the Wiener Doll.
Okay, ladies and
It
gentlemen,
was Zion.
Zion
Was a person.
He's a real person. Stay tuned. We're gonna take a quick break, and when we come back, tonight's game is actually we're playing a game. We're gonna play a game, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone's gonna take a turn on a classic game. You all out there know this game. You love this game. Yes, I promise.
I didn't read
Stay
that.
tuned. We'll be right back with this game. All right.
As Sergeant McClane greeted his new friend, Sergeant Powell, for the very first time, the two men shared a very warm embrace, but was quickly interrupted when the villainous Carl came to life like a rabid dog, and for the first time in 11 years, Sergeant Powell drew the courage to draw his service revolver and fill that scumbag with 6 shots from his service revolver, ending Carl the terrorist's life on Christmas Day in Nakatomi Plaza. Oh, hello. I'm the Revolution. Join us here at FCN. FCN? I said that. For this Christmas greatest tradition, 12 Days of Christmas list, starring your favorite FCN on-air personalities and myself, the Revolution.
That's not a true story.
But it is a true story. It's the greatest true story of all time. Terrorism is true. Police sergeants are true. You're messing up the magic here, kid. This is why I don't like working with child actors. I think you two should just kind of shut the hell up right now. I hope those tights give you ringworm in the crotch. You're fired, kid. You'll never work in this town again. You hear me? Good job, brown skin.
12 Days of Christmas list. December 12th through the 23rd, nightly at 7 p.m. Only on the Fifth Column Network.
Stay right there and don't talk. Oh, hello. No, I'm not Santa. I'm Jaco from FCN. But boy, do I have a gift for you. Join us and watch our 12 Days of Christmas list starting December 12th, every day at 7 p.m. Come watch with us. You'll be glad you did.
12 Days of Christmas list. December 12th through the 23rd, nightly at 7 p.m. Only on the Fifth Column Network.
Okay. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Did I start you with mine? Welcome
We're
back.
good and all this.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead. Hey, everybody, welcome back. You are watching the Fifth Column Network's 12 Days of Christmas. Anybody gonna do it? List. All right. And we are about to play one of my favorite games of all time. Okay, we are about to play the NES Classic, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Ladies and gentlemen, and our first combatant will be Will the Thrill himself. There you go, sir. Let's see. We're going to Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Do you think you could beat Mike Tyson?
No.
No? Uh-oh.
I never
Here we
did.
go. Little Mac. Little Mac versus Glass Joe. Glassy Joe. Old Glass Joe. With the look at his chin.
Call him Powder Joe.
Oh, snap. Oh, snap. He does look like Trump. Yes. Oh, my God. I never even...
This is for all of America, Will. Come
on, Will.
No
Get him.
Do it for Dale.
Oh. Oh. He talking shit.
3.
Oh.
Yes.
Look at you. You still remember the sequence.
It's
He
muscle
still
memory.
remember the sequence.
Muscle memory, right.
Uh-oh. Why was Mario in every game? Uh-oh.
Because they were pubbing him.
They were. Mario got all the tick. Uh-oh. Did he get a star?
Mario's still making the money, too.
Oh, there we go. Oh!
Yes!
Will still got it!
Will gonna get a TKO in the first round.
Bro,
That's
Will
what I'm going
got
for.
it. He's got the moves. Oh! Look at, man, he looks just like Donald J. Trump. That is absolutely amazeballs.
I'm the best boxer ever.
Absolutely. When I put those gloves on, I'm gonna give it to this little immigrant down here in front of me.
Yes.
Little
Hey,
Mac.
Those gloves make my little bitty hands look
TKO.
Yep.
I can't believe I didn't lose. You know what I did? I'm conserving my strength. I'm gonna come back later.
Thick thighs.
Anybody who says
Cause
I
he's
lost is
leaping.
fake
I
news.
never.
Right.
Him and Chun-Li must work out at the same gym. Leg day.
Chun-Li. Oh man, look at this crowd. Damn Nazi. Oh, wait a minute. So the dude right after Donald Trump is a Nazi. Oh my God. No, he's a Nazi.
I was
He's a
thinking
crowd.
Pence.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, he's too big.
No, well, you know, he does
Pence is the
have
size of
a
Lil Mac.
he does have a suspect mustache.
This dude is German.
5-piece.
He's a German. Uh-oh. Boom.
Might be a Pence friend.
Man, Will, you still
Pence
got
supporter.
it. I can't believe it. I want to see somebody get knocked the F out.
No.
Uh-oh. You wasn't.
Will.
Oh. Way to
Watch
dodge
those
it.
hands.
He got the hands of God. Ooh. Oh my God. Oh. Dang. What? So did you get an NES for Christmas? Is this-
Yeah.
was this-
Samantha said Will still plays Punch Out at the crib.
That's man. Will out here like we was a.
I think that's Tom Selleck. I don't think he's a
Ooh.
Nazi.
Okay.
No, this is
With
his
the
name
stash.
is he's a Nazi. His name. What was his name?
Von something?
Yeah,
Kaiser.
Von Kaiser. You over here. See, this is why we have what we have, because our allies are still upholding white supremacy. No, he's a good guy. He's just a young guy. He's just talking locker room talk. He's just being one of
You
the
just
guys.
misunderstood him.
Yeah, look at you. Always apologizing. Oh, Will! Oh, snap!
I wish we had the.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's you, Jaco. You can just do that. Piston Honda.
Title.
Piston Honda.
Are we gonna stay here till we
That's what I want to know.
I mean, I just want to... You've never seen this
Never
game?
seen this
Tokyo.
game.
Wow.
You've never seen Mike Tyson's
Never,
Punch-Out.
no.
Really?
What is wrong with your life?
I didn't play this.
You didn't play this?
Tetris, Paperboy, or Mario 3. Those were my shits.
You play
No.
Mario 3 was a Mario 3. I want to say this.
One.
Mario 3 might be, if you ask me, Mario 3 is probably the greatest
Yes.
video game of all time.
Absolutely.
I don't care what anyone says. I want to know what you all would say would be the greatest video game of all time, even though that's not the discussion.
Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid had a game?
Yup, and
Yes.
he won
Of course
and
it
beat
did.
Ursula at the
Actually, it
end.
was a good game. I'm not gonna lie.
It was a
Little
good
Mermaid
game?
was a
Yep.
good game.
That's my favorite Disney movie. I love it.
Little Mermaid?
Yeah, she had a Nintendo game and it was great. Yep. You fought
Oh,
with
we
sea
got
creatures.
sound.
At the end,
Yeah,
the big
it's
boss
coming.
was Ursula. You had to beat Ursula. You swam around the ocean. Yeah.
What?
You gotta find it and play it. It's fun.
I think I might. What system was it for?
Nintendo.
It's for Nintendo.
Yep.
I'm gonna put. Josh said, "Yup, yup."
If you do, you gotta invite me over because I
No doubt,
relive
no doubt,
all my
no doubt.
childhood memories.
No doubt. Man, Will got all the way to...
Sound!
So my nephew was getting into Nintendo and all that stuff, so he was arguing with his mom at GameStop that he wanted this Mario Bros.
Wow.
He calls it Mario Bros.
Mario Bros.
Bros.
Wow.
Rose.
Yeah.
Will is really handling his business. I thought somebody was gonna get beat up. I'm sorry, y'all. I just wanted to embarrass somebody.
Right.
So
You should have gave the control to Heather.
Yeah,
Actually,
like I would have lost first
Heather,
round.
Reggie said your youth was incomplete. And this is from a 30-year-old. So.
Yes. Yes.
I didn't play boy video games. I
But you just said toys is toys.
Video
Paper
games
boy.
that didn't interest me. These games didn't interest me.
You didn't play Mortal
That's sexist.
Kombat?
No Mortal Kombat. But you played Paperboy about a little white boy out here making some change in the neighborhood, fighting off dogs and
Breaking people.
Old ladies.
I remember him throwing
I'm
papers
pretty
through windows.
Sure he was
Yeah.
breaking people windows and hitting people that was watering their
after Will beats Honda, we backing out of this. Because I wanted to see embarrassment, and embarrassment didn't happen. Not that I wanted Will to get embarrassed, but I just thought people would be rusty playing this, and he came right in like a
I
champ.
would have lost. I don't even know what the buttons do no more.
You know,
Yeah.
man, he got some big feet.
No, stay down. Stay down.
But you know, like, so he's the same map as Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
So he has the same body as Mike Tyson.
How he get?
And what was the name of this game originally? It was just Punch Out,
Yeah,
right?
it was just Punch Out with the Sandman.
And Sandman was the end boss there. Okay.
How many people did they have before Mike?
Wow.
That's 2.
Oh, you got to fight him twice. You got to fight King Hippo. You got to fight.
Out
Soda
fast.
Popinski.
Yeah, Soda Pop. I remember having such the hardest time with Soda Popinski growing up. Man, that dude, he was like.
your stars, Will.
Now he can't because that dude gonna tee off on him. He finna tee off.
gosh.
Boom! Oh!
Yeah.
Golden.
All right.
There you go.
Well,
That's it, and that's all.
Will got embarrassed.
Hey, guess what? I got another title.
Well, Will did not get embarrassed, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. So
Great game.
we had a great game. I wanted to see somebody get their ass kicked, and
You did.
I did. I saw
did.
3 people get their ass kicked. So when we come back, we're gonna wrap it up and talk about how we come up with this list. Who do we think is gonna make it, and then that'll be it, ladies and gentlemen. So stay tuned. Give us a little bit. We'll be right back.
Shaboopy.
The weather outside is frightful, and the fire is so delightful. And oh, hello, I'm Tresnay with the Fifth Column Network. You just caught me engaging in one of my favorite pastimes at Christmas, singing and playing the piano. You know what one of my other favorite pastimes is? FCN's 12 Days of Christmas list. Join us every day at 7 p.m. on the Fifth Column Network beginning December the 12th. You're not going to want to miss this.
'Twas the night before the first day of Christmas. Oh, no, wait. Who wants that old story? Not us. We want debates and hot takes. See what FCN says is the best of Christmas. 12 Days of Christmas list. December 12th through the 23rd, nightly at 7 p.m. Only on the Fifth Column Network.
Oh, thank you. This is all. Had to get the set together. We all like,
Good job.
Surprise!
Yeah. Your mama come in the room. You was doing something wrong. Like,
Switching back from the porno channel.
yeah. The scramble.
Yeah.
What was the name of the porno channel back then? Oh my god.
Spice.
I remember the Spice
I
channel.
remember Spice.
Spice channel. Like, oh shoot. What?
Look at that articulation.
HBO after like midnight
Yeah.
had like soft porn on it.
Oh yeah, all of them had
Rachel
something.
Diaries.
Oh no, now Skinamax.
That was
Skinamax.
some legit legit nice softcore.
Skinemax had the best softcore. Wait a minute, why are we talking about softcore on a family Christmas
because we were children in the 80s.
Yes.
It all makes sense now.
It all comes together.
Blame it on the Garbage Pail Kids.
We played with one set of toys, and now we play with another set of toys.
No, you play with another set of toys, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so, again, what's the list criteria that we say to do this reveal list small? How do we come up with the top 10? What is the criteria to make this list? First and foremost, obviously, it had to be in the 80s, so between 1980 and 1989 of its introduction and release. What else? Or popularization.
Like wow factor.
Okay, wow factor? Like
excitement in the commercial excitement, I feel like, for me.
Okay, so the commercial appeal of it. Okay, the commercial appeal.
How many years was it a hot item?
Oh,
yes, it's staying power.
Yeah.
So you're talking about, like, could it have exceeded the 80s? Could it have continued?
Like,
if it started in the 80s and exceeded past that, I think it still counts.
Yeah.
Okay, so just it's staying power moving forward. Okay,
Yeah.
What else?
Did it meet your expectations when you got the toy?
Oh yeah.
Some toys were a dud. When you got it,
Okay.
yes. Okay.
So you could have had hype, but it did not actually live up to your expectation. I think can I be honest with you?
Big one, yeah.
I think that's a big one. Did it meet your expectations? So there was like you said, the wow factor, its commercialization, like how was it marketed? Then, did it meet the expectation? And its longevity.
Yeah.
Also, like, what sense of nostalgia does it bring up in you? Because some of the stuff we're like, oh yeah, that was cool, but other stuff we're like, yes!
Okay.
Like, it needs to give you a reaction.
It needs to give you a So, nostalgia, its commercial appeal, its wow factor, its longevity, and did it meet the expectations of the marketing, of the marketing push?
I think that's a pretty thorough criteria.
I think
that's
the best one so far for any of
that's
the
the best one, yeah. So, okay, with that, again, let's hear what you think. If you had to pick again, with that knee jerk, where would you put something? Angel.
I'm just picking a toy.
Mm-hmm.
I would say if I had to do all that criteria, for me it would have to be the board games.
Board games.
Because for me, that was excitement. We could play them every night, so it would be like Girl Talk or Mall Madness.
Mall Madness. Okay. Okay. Will?
I'm going Game Boy.
Game Boy.
Game Boy, because I mean, you can. It's one of those toys you could take anywhere with you and still use it the way it was intended to. I mean, you take a G.I. Joe in the car, it's going to be different. You can't play Girl Talk or any other game in the car. And then the versatility of it's a game system, so you pop another game in there, and you can play a completely different game. Absolutely.
Man,
that's a very good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. What do you got?
6-year-old me is staying strong. Cabbage Patch.
Cabbage Patch. Yeah. Okay. Carl?
I'm going to go with the Omni toy, Legos.
See, and I'm glad you said Legos, because I was going to mention it earlier, and then one of those douchers interrupted me with somebody's stupid comment out there. It was probably somebody shaming me of relation. The Lego. I feel that the Lego blew up in the 80s. I feel like the Lego, I mean,
it's the basic house, too.
The basic house?
Yeah, the Legos were so basic back then.
But my favorite thing about Legos is if you had Legos, you had anything else. If you're G.I. Joes, that you could build, you couldn't build G.I. Joes, but you could pretty much build anything to go along with them. You could build a house for G.I. Joe. You could build a car for Barbie. You could, whatever toy you wanted, if you had enough imagination, you could make it with
back
Legos.
in the 80s, though, or back when I was little, Legos were boy toys, and I was never...
Really?
Wow.
Legos were boy toys. They didn't just start getting pink and purple until these recent years.
Yeah.
They were really considered boy toys back then.
Wow. I used to...
So we weren't gifted Legos. I played with Legos at friends' houses and stuff like that, but I never
that's
gifted
horrible.
Legos.
Hot Wheels and Legos, but I could see it was more a boy toy.
Really?
Yeah.
I would have never...
In our family, I think it was was
Yeah.
considered.
I think it just really did kind of default to being a boy toy. It really didn't. If you remember any of the commercials, there weren't. If there were ever girls in the commercials, there wasn't a lot of them. It was always boys playing with Legos. And, they had the little Lego figures, female Lego figures. I don't remember popping up until maybe in the 90s. So, yeah, I would say subconsciously it was more of a boy toy.
Okay. So, that's awesome. I think after this discussion, like one of the big things for me was going into it. I was gonna say was torn between three lines. It was Master of the Universe, Transformers, G.I. Joe. Like those were huge toy lines, right? But listening to some of you's arguments, I think that like I've been swayed now between Cabbage Patch and the Game Boy. So this is going to be an interesting post-show where we end up with this list. So, when you guys see the review list, there's probably going to be stuff that wasn't mentioned once we get into the writer's room and really discuss. Once we look at comments, people usually send messages and they say, oh, what about this and what about that? And then we come up with the list. So tomorrow at 7 p.m., tune back in to see what the actual top 10 list is. Thank you so very much for joining us. I am the Revolution. We are the Fifth Column Network. Thank you for watching the 12 Days of Christmas list. Stay tuned.
Let's do it one more time.
Okay,
I'm ready.
Okay, you ready? Okay.
Are you sure?
Okay. I'm the Revolution, and thank you for watching the 12 Days of Christmas list. That was church.